Even though I live alone, every time I go to the community center for free lunch, I always ask for one extra portion. The staff looked at me in confusion, but I pretend not to notice. I carefully pack the extra meal, not even letting a drop of soup go to waste, and place it gently into my worn-out handbag. After eating, I head to the hospital to pick up medicine, the same ones I collected just 2 days ago. The doctor frowns, saying my behavior will keep others from getting their share. But I don't explain. I simply stand up and go get the medicine anyway. I know people talk behind my back saying I'm greedy, that I love taking advantage of free things, but I've never felt ashamed. When I'm sure no one's watching, I quietly slipped into the restroom, put on my thick coat and hat, and pull out my old cart to collect recyclables on the street. That's my only source of income. Sometimes the cardboard boxes I worked so hard to gather get taken by others, and I can't help but argue a little. Not for money, but out of frustration. When I get back home in the evening, the other elderly folks who usually chat downstairs are gone. Some are on vacation with their children. Others are busy putting their grandkids to sleep. Only I sit there, watching the streetlights slowly turn on one by one. I don't say anything. I just walk quietly back home. In the middle of the night, I wake up to use the bathroom and notice a light shining through the crack of the door. A strange man is standing in my living room. Terrified, I scream, only to find out he's a friend of John, the young man I share the apartment with. John rushes in, apologizing nonstop as he pushes his friend out, but I'm still angry, scolding him about how young people have no boundaries these days. His face darkens and he says he's had enough, that he's moving out tomorrow. We don't speak again that night. The next day, it's raining. I see him standing in the street, looking lost and lonely. Just then, someone starts picking on me. John rushes over and defends me, but we both end up at the police station. When the man sees John, he mocks him, saying he's just an unwanted orphan. The words sting my heart. I hold it in as long as I can, then finally stand up and stammer out, "He's my grandson." For a moment, we look at each other in silence. The police release us without another word. When we get home, I cook a full meal. He sits down and eats with such joy, and somehow that invisible wall between us melts away. Since then, he started secretly buying me vitamins, and I always wait for him to come home after work, busy cooking in the kitchen. The lights in our house now stay on a little longer every night. I'm not a greedy old woman. The extra meal I take is for the 2 orphans living by the street corner. The extra medicine I collect is for the elderly who can't afford treatment. I just want, even if my own life is humble, to help others suffer a little less.